E tū kahi katea, hei whakapai ururoa, awhi mai, awhi atu, tātou tātou e. Kei te whakarongo koe, are you listening? There are significant inequities between Māori and non-Māori. I'm sure this isn't new information to most of us in the room. Māori are main users of social services, except these social services are developed and grown and evolved without whānau voice, which makes no sense that whānau voice is absent. Kia ora koutou, ko Quinton Bosch tōku ingoa, no Ngāpui me Ngāti Hiniuru oku iwi. I'm one member of Team Manawa, a collaboration of two social services, Te WHANAU o OTANGAREI, and Te TIHI o RUAHINE o whānau ora, based in the Manawa too. And of course, the Social Investment Agency based here in windy Wellington. So kia ora mai tātou. 12 months ago, I weighed 255 kgs. I was a walking, talking Māori statistic, a morbidly obese Māori statistic. So leading up to my journey of weight loss, about the 12-month lead up, doctor appointments become more frequent and often led to hospital admissions. So I was admitted to 3 hospitals in that 12 months leading up to my new journey, and every hospital admission was an emotional experience. Why is that? Well, hospitals can only work with the data that they receive. So if you could imagine a triage team sitting there looking at a triage form, expecting the 6'3", 255 kilo Māori male about to be admitted to ED, the most common response is to prepare for the worst. So for me as a patient, what I was expecting was a caring, nurturing and understanding environment. And it's not always what I received. So I'd arrive at the hospital and I'd arrive to panic clinicians, to risk mitigators, to people unsure what to do next. Now what I wanted was for people to know the real Quinton underneath all of that. You know, Quinton, the part-time dad, Quinton, the full-time employed, Quinton, the contributor to his community, Quinton, the lover of music, and Quinton, the voice. That's what I wanted to people to understand. Because what that reminded me was that I didn't fit in. So, in sharing that story, over the past 12 weeks with a group of amazing people, we developed an app to help amplify whānau voice. Ironically, when we spoke to whānau, we heard common stories. Whānau felt suspicious. They felt distrust and despondency. Whānau know their voice is important, but they're saying to us, why have a voice if no one is listening? And when we spoke to agencies, we got a sense of separation from whānau voice. Because agencies currently get information through reporting mechanisms, and often that information is siloed, outdated, and outputs-based. So it wasn't able to give us a really clear and real picture of what's happening for whānau right now. And then you have the service providers, like the people I work for, who are in between the agencies and whānau. And what we heard from service providers was that there was a frustration because they were unable to share the full story of what whānau represented and to honour those people that were entrusted to look after. So, over the past 12 weeks, Team Manawa have created Te Ia Kōrero, a tool to help amplify whānau voice, to collect information through an app-based survey. Now, the survey is underpinned by a well-known Māori model of wellness developed by Professor Mason Jury called the Whare Tapa Whā. Inside that Whare Tapa Whā, 4 taha. So you have taha henengaro, taha tinana, taha wairua, and taha whānau. So what that does is it offers whānau an opportunity to share what's important to them. We get to hear their real voices. We get to hear how they perceive their own health and well-being. we get to be informed. They get to discuss their emotional health, their physical health, their spiritual well-being, which is very important, and of course the well-being of their whānau. Take me, for example. I'm more than that 255 kg obese Māori who walked into ED 3 times over that 12-month period. I'm more than that. I'm a family man. I'm a contributor to my community, and I love music, and I love working with people. That's what I want people to see as well, not just a little percentage of what presents to you today. The app also allows whānau to track their own wellness. It asks each whānau member how important is each taha to them. It also asks where they see themselves within that taha. And of course we ask the question of how did you perceive that service that you've just been provided. We combine this information with the service provider case notes and reporting to create a report, an aggregated and de-identified dashboard, which gives us insight into whānau wellbeing. It enables whānau to track their own wellbeing and provide feedback, real-life feedback to us. And it allows service providers and agencies to understand the relationship between service and wellbeing over time. So what's next for us? Well, we've already test piloted a prototype with 26 whānau members. What we'd like to do from that test prototype is to further improve and build on the next iteration of Te Ia Kōrero, to pilot with the 2 service providers already involved in the making of the project, and to eventually roll out across the country, region by region. Imagine a world where whānau feel listened to. A world where the hospital already know how I view my own health and well-being. Hearing my voice rather than reading my statistics. With Te Ia Kōrero, Manawa are taking this to the first steps towards achieving what we need to achieve. My question to you is, will you come with us, and are you listening? Kia ora koutou.